Hey friends, Ryan Wakefield here with Social Church, and this is your social media tip of the week. I want to talk about two new features that Facebook continues to roll out to pages. Here, you may already have them, may be coming out for you in the next couple months, but they both have to do with Facebook Live. And I want you to be aware of these options because I think Facebook Live is going to be really important for your church. I've talked about that in the past. Don't want to go into detail about that. You can catch that on the blog, socialchurch.co. Go read some past tips on why that could be really important for your church. But today, two new features. One of those features is the ability for a live contributor. That's what Facebook is calling the ability to give somebody access to go live as your page, but it's by giving them access to their personal account. So let me show you where you can do this, because I've heard a lot about this, but nobody has told me, at least I haven't seen it online, is how you actually do this, where you actually do this. So you're going to jump in to your business Facebook account. You can go here and then go to settings, and then you're going to go to page roles. And then again, you'll notice here that I'm in Chrome. A lot of these features, when they get rolled out first, they get rolled out into the Google Chrome browser into business Facebook accounts. I'll show you a little bit more about that. Also, maybe put some more details in the comments below, like a video that explains how to transition your page over to business.facebook.com. But look at this page role. You'll notice there's a new option here called Live Contributor. So you could add somebody here that their only permission, if you will, is that they can be a live contributor now to your page. So that's pretty cool. And you might be asking, okay, that sounds cool, but how would I ever use that? Well, let me give you two ideas, and then I love to hear back from you. So if you've got ideas, put those in the comments below. But here's two ideas. One, maybe a missionary. If you've got a missionary that your church works with, hopefully you're working with lots of them, but maybe you want to let them go live. You want them to be a live contributor, and they can go live as your page and give an update about their missions project. It could even be a nonprofit leader in your city, community, maybe a local pregnancy care center CEO, and could give an update about what's going on with them. Again, a missions project, some sort of benevolence project. It could be really cool to have them as a live contributor to update your page. I know churches were getting away from like a lot of Sunday nights or maybe even midweek services. There's less and less time for people like missionaries. So this could be a cool way to add them as a live contributor. Now you may be asking, okay, that sounds cool, but I don't necessarily, is that okay to go live on our public page? And I might say, hey, one idea you could do is go live into your group. So our church at Summit Park Church, we have a Facebook page. We use that as kind of more of our public facing, but we also have a group that's got about 700 people in it. That's more of our internal. So when we have some more internal marketing that we're doing or conversation that's going on, we can talk about that in the group. It's a great way to help us with some of the Facebook algorithm issues. So that would be also a cool deal if a missionary goes live, but they're going live into your group. Therefore, they're giving an update really to the people who understand what the conversation is going on. Not to say you have to do it that way, but that's just an idea where, hey, church, we're going to have this special event where we're going to have a live update from this such and such missionary or this nonprofit person. So that's one cool way you could do a live contributor. Another one could be a guest speaker. We've inside at Church Marketing University, some people have asked, how do you promote a guest speaker coming up? Especially if maybe even the church hasn't heard about that speaker, but as a pastor, man, they've got a really good word for the church. Well, what about allowing a guest speaker coming up to be a live contributor and having them go live on your page in advance leading up to the Sunday where they're going to be speaking? That could be cool. Starting the conversation in advance, what they're going to be talking about, why they're excited to be there. And by the time they get there, kind of people are already kind of know them, are excited about it. It could be good promotion for your church. So those are two ideas, but I'd love to get your ideas. How else? This is a new feature Facebook is rolling out. So how else could the church world use this and be on the front end of technology? Another feature that they're rolling out is a ability to go live from your desktop. So right now, most people can go live, but really only from a phone or from an iPad using the Facebook app or the Pages app. But now you'll start to see, again, rolling out in the Chrome browser, this red button that says Start a Live Video, where you can go live directly from, and we just go next here. You'll see it's going to pull my camera here, and it could go live right from my desktop. So that way you don't need to worry about getting a tripod for your phone or figuring all that out. You can literally get on, and this could really open up the doors for a lot more pastors to feel comfortable. Just pull out their laptop and just go live and talk about what God's building, their excitement for that Sunday, or what more things that they want to talk about from the message from the previous weekend. So there's tons of other ideas that we're going to share in a different tip of the week. But this live from the desktop, I think, is a really cool thing that Facebook is rolling out to make going live a little bit more accessible and a little bit more reliable, quite frankly. You're not having to hold the phone and figure all that out. It's really reliable just to go from a desktop or a laptop. So that's the main part of the tip of the week. But now let me take a couple minutes and go ahead and answer questions that I know you have going on in your mind. So the question a lot of times we get is, how do I know if I have this feature? Well, again, you're going to want to make sure you have Facebook Chrome. You're in the Chrome browser. And then you're going to want to make sure you have a business.facebook.com account. How do you know if you have that? And here's an easy way. What happens if you go to business.facebook.com? Do you see the pages, your business manager pages there, or is it giving you a chance to sign up? So a lot of people, when they go to log in to their page, for example, here are pages that are not under Business Manager, meaning you have a person that created a Facebook page, which is different than having a business page under Business Manager. So for example, my friend Jake started JC Outdoor. He started that page, and yes, you can do businessy things, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have a Business Manager account. So I like to recommend, because these features often require that you have a Business Manager account. So if you log in and see your pages here, that probably means that they're not under Business Manager over here. So that's one way to tell, or go to business.facebook.com to see if you can log in there. I'll put a video in the links below from Infusionsoft, I believe, that kind of navigated how you do. Ultimately, the quickest way is if you want to start transitioning your church's page over to a Business Manager, which allows you to do some interesting things like give people access based on their work email, not necessarily the personal Facebook profile, and set up things the right way in your organization, different tiers of administration levels, that type of deal. To me, it just makes it cleaner. If you've got multiple pages, maybe for your women's department, your men's department, youth, you can have it all under one Business Manager account and then have different levels of access, different ad accounts, and it just keeps it clean and almost keeps it separate than your personal side. That's why they've navigated to that on the Facebook side. So if you want to get started, you can go to business.facebook.com/overview and you can get started there. So again, if you have that account and you have the Chrome, then you look over here, and if you don't have the button, then it just becomes a waiting game at this point. You're just kind of waiting for Facebook to roll it out. You may give it a couple weeks. If you still don't have the feature, then you may look into why, is there something we need to do to update our account to make sure we're getting the latest features. But you're going to look for it in this part right here. Now, let me just add that sometimes you have, based on the type of page you have more blocks than you have space. So let me jump over here. Sometimes you need to click this See All for it to pop up. See, there it is. And a lot of people just be like, oh, we don't have it, but it's actually hidden under the See All. So again, you'll see it here, right in that tab, and that's where you'll go live. And then you'll need a business.facebook.com account using the Chrome browser. So again, if you don't have that feature, some of these pages, so if we go to, let's say, go back to the church page, go to our settings, go back over here to the page roll, you'll see Summit Park Church right now doesn't have the option to give a live contributor. So I'm assuming it's just slowly rolling out. If you don't have that option yet either, then you just got to be patient until it rolls out and updates to your page as well. So I don't know necessarily how all the ins and outs, how they roll that out based on the size of your page, big or small, or the age of your page. What's unique is that Summit Park Church, we have our sisterhood, our women's deal, as a kind of a sub page to our business manager account, and it has this feature, which it's a newer page and a smaller page, but our overall page doesn't have it. So if you've got clarity on that, maybe you work at Facebook, you can let me know in the comments. I love to know how Facebook determines who gets what feature when they roll that out, but just stay patient, and that's where it will show up there along the way. So that's it. Hopefully that answers some questions below. If you've got more questions, put those in the comments, but I want to hear feedback from you. I want to hear how you would plan to maybe use this live contributor options for your church in the future, or maybe even how you would use Facebook Live from the desktop, maybe your pastor or somebody in your team in the future as well. Would love to hear from you, and hopefully you've enjoyed this tip of the week, and I guess we'll see you next week.